Welcome to Soto Fam Hunt. We recently went on a South Texas dove hunt and we came back with a lot of birds. And the other day I was watching Flair. He actually cooked them in a wonton, but he had a pretty good idea that next time he'd put it in an egg roll, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna make dove egg rolls with the spring roll wrapper paper. We're gonna stuff it with cream cheese, bacon, jalapenos, and dove. First thing we're gonna do here is clean the dove, and after we get them nice and cleaned up, we will throw them in the smoker. When we put them in the smoker, we will cook them just long enough, I would say almost like a medium rare, because you don't want it to be well done. You're gonna throw them in the fryer and overcook them. All right, so first things first, we'll get these birds and start cleaning them out. All right, so here's a bird, and what you'll see is you've got a bone right in the center, and when you breast these out, you're gonna just remove it from that bone. You'll essentially have two pieces, and that's what we're gonna throw on the grill. One breast there. Another one there. After you get these off the breastbone, you'll want to make sure you rinse them and clean them off real well. There's a bone, kind of just go along the side of that bone, okay. And you take that breast right off. Okay. And it peels right off. Okay. Like that. Make sure you thumb it and you get right alongside of the bone. Kind of like you do a back strap on a deer. Sometimes when you're breasting these out, you're gonna have some that are bloodshot, so you're gonna have to make a judgment call if that's worth keeping or not. It's such a small piece of meat that it may not be worth saving. One like this, I'd probably just chunk. This bird must have belonged to someone else, because when I shoot my dove, I headshot them only. That way this doesn't happen. All right, so these are all breasted out, cleaned up, rinsed them in water, took all the skin off, got rid of all the excess feathers. Now the next thing we're gonna do is pat these dry and season them. We're just drying these out so that the seasoning will stick to it. I'm not gonna be able to use chupacabra, we're fresh out of that, so we're gonna use some Killen's barbecue seasoning on these birds. Just kind of using that on the fly. I don't know how well it's gonna turn out, but that Killen's I use on a lot of meat, and it's really good stuff. All right, so we're all seasoned up. We're gonna go put this on the smoker and get these nice and smoked. Like I said, we're gonna cook them to about a medium, because we are gonna throw them in the deep fryer and they will cook a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna throw these on the top rack. Got that set right at 250. Keep an eye on them.
Okay guys, now we're gonna make the stuff we're gonna fill our egg rolls with, which includes bacon, cream cheese, and jalapenos. And then we also have a smaller bowl for those that don't want the spice from the jalapenos, so we're gonna make one with just cream cheese and bacon. So let's do it.
So we found these real bacon pieces. If you look at that, that's not your typical bacon bits. Those look like cut up pieces of bacon, which is what we wanted.
All right, now that we have our cream cheese in the bowl, we're gonna add our bacon and then jalapenos to these ones.
Mixers.
Mix that up. Mash it.
All right, for my bowl, I'm gonna make sure to add some jalapenos. We're gonna remove this membrane in the jalapeno just to take a little bit of that heavy kick away. It depends how much spice you like. If you leave that in there, it's gonna have some pretty good kick. Every now and then I like to leave a 1 seed or 2 in there. That way someone gets, you know, the good stuff. All right, so we're gonna throw in some jalapeno. Okay, a little bit more. And then we're gonna throw in some bacon. So there you have it. cream cheese, jalapeno, and bacon chunks. Oh,
And then we have just bacon with cream cheese.
good. All right, this should be just about done. Looking good. Like I said, they don't need to be cooked well done because we will fry them when we're finished here, but they need to be pretty close. All right, so there's the birds. Let's take them inside and start chopping them up for the egg rolls. Okay, there are the smoked birds right there. They look delicious. Got the grill marks there. We're just gonna go through these and start chopping them up, and then we'll start mixing them in with the cream cheese and jalapenos. That's it, right there. Good old Dove. Little Dove breast with a little bit of Kill-In seasoning. Now we'll mix this in with the jalapeno cream cheese and bacon and wrap that in the spring roll paper. Dip it in there, just leave it. We'll lay this out on this cutting board and get to stuffing. And there you go, stuff. There's the first one. Now we'll just kind of evenly spread that and get to wrapping. All right, egg roll number one. All right, here's our two. We're gonna call them spring rolls since they're in spring roll paper. You got cream cheese, jalapeno, bacon, and Dove. Fresh Dove, just went hunting, got this Dove on over the weekend. We'll drop them in here. You wanna keep them separate. You don't want them to touch. Try your best to do that. Get it right in that grease. And let them do their thing in there. All right, so once these things get to frying, they don't want to flip over. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of holding it down in the grease. That way it cooks even. They don't take very long, maybe 5 minutes if that. We'll let those cool down a little bit, and then we'll dunk those in sweet and sour sauce and give it a little taste test. All right, so here's the finished product. Like I said, this is a test run, so they're not the prettiest things, but we're gonna see how it tastes. Cream cheese, jalapeno, real bacon bits, and Dove. And then we're dipping it in Panda Express sweet and sour sauce. Guys, this is really good. Look at this. Look at that Dove in there. Cream cheese, jalapeno. You can even add a little bit of onion. I'm sorry, this is delicious. That's where it's at. We're doing this from here on out with all our Dove. All right, all in all, I am super impressed with the recipe. It turned out really good. On the next go around, we will probably try the egg roll paper instead of the spring roll paper. But as far as the taste goes, it tastes delicious. With the cream cheese, the jalapeno, add a little bit of onion, and especially that Dove flavor. These are really, really good. Also, take a look at the dove hunt in which we hunted these birds. You can click on this link up here and take a look at how much fun we had hunting these birds. It's a really fun hunt, casual hunt. You don't have to be quiet like you're whitetail hunting. You can hang out, talk with your friends, have a really good time. If you haven't experienced a dove hunt, I'd highly recommend it.